Hey everybody. Today we're going to be doing some yoga stretches that I have found to be extremely helpful for myself as a runner. And these are good to do anytime, but especially after you've recently had a hard workout or maybe even a race. Let's just begin with sitting quietly, collecting our breath. You can sit however you like, whatever's most comfortable for you. The first stretch we're going to do is for a muscle known as the quadratus lumborum. It's a low back muscle, sometimes just referred to as the QL. Reach one arm up, as you can see in the video, and then lean to the opposite side. And hopefully you're feeling a little bit of a stretch there, maybe in that QL, maybe a little bit of some abdominals or obliques, whatever's the tightest on you. After that, go ahead and extend one leg out straight in front of you. Just as before, reach up, extending the spine, and then forward fold. And then at the end, go ahead and flex the neck just to extend a little bit of a stretch there on your nervous system and possibly a little bit into your hamstring. Similar stretch, but now take your foot out to a 45-degree angle and repeat. Some of you might be able to reach as far as your toes. As you can see, I am unable to do so, and so my hands only go down to about halfway on my shin. Just go to whatever feels like a good stretch for you. You do not need to go all the way down to your toes. Go ahead and hold each pose for about 5 seconds. It is also good that you move with your breath, taking a deep inhalation, and as you forward fold, exhale out your mouth. Now that we're getting our upper body a little bit more mobile, we're going to do a few more stretches here for the lower body. The first stretch that we're going to do is in a lunge position. But the muscle that we're trying to target here is not the quad or the hip flexor, but primarily what we would call the soleus. The soleus is the lower calf muscle, which is directly associated with the Achilles tendon. You want to put as much weight as you can onto your forward foot. As you can see, most of the weight is centered over my ankle and not on my back leg. Push into that ankle, trying to get as much dorsiflexion as you can. Additionally, you can also toe out or in to change the angle of the stretch. Switch to the other side. Load the front foot. Inhale, arms go up. And exhale, putting more weight over those front toes and feeling the stretch in your lower calf. Change the angle of your toes if you feel like you're not getting a stretch. Do your best to keep the back leg straight, but as you can see in the video, I am unable to do that myself, and that is okay. Taking a short pause, gather yourself, and now we're going to have a different stretch. Moving into a squat position, try to sit as low as you can. Some of you may be able to keep your heels on the ground like myself, or you may have to stay on your toes in order to get into this position. The groin or adductor muscles will be the target of this stretch. Using your elbows, push your knees out. To enhance the stretch, as you can see, you can rock side to side. Alternatively, you can also rock forward and back. Simultaneously, continue to push your elbows out into those knees, stretching those groin muscles, and take a break. For our final series of stretches, we're going to stretch the calf, particularly the gastrocnemius, and behind the knee up into the hamstring. Doing our downward dog position, pushing your head between your elbows, load one leg at a time. Also, change the angle of your toes, pointing in and out and straight forward. The gastrocnemius muscle has two heads, a lateral and a medial head. When you change the position of your toes, you will change the angle of the stretch. Some people are tighter on the inside, and others are tighter on the outside. Doing these three positions will help you to identify which stretch is best for you. Switch to the other side if you haven't already done so. And we'll stretch with the toes forward, hold for 5, reset, toes out, head back, hold 5, reset, toes in, head back, hold for 5. Reset. With toes forward, pump the heel up and down on a 10-second count, always pushing the knee back and the head back to enhance the stretch. Finish with a regular down dog, the best that you can. From there, come down into child's pose, find a position that's comfortable for you, and gather your breath. This should be very calming and relaxing after all the work that we did. And that concludes our sequence of yoga stretches for runners. Thanks, you guys, and happy running.